Okay, so I'm calling this piece My Perfect Primary Learning Environment, and I'm just going to take you on a tour of a classroom from Bannockburn Primary School and just share with you why I think this is such a great place to come and learn and what makes this classroom particularly a fantastic example, in my opinion at least, of a really high quality primary learning environment. This is year 5 and 6. And the first thing I want to just share with you is the fact that if you just sort of pan around the room, you can see that it's a vibrant learning space with lots of examples around the room of models of learning and also some really good high quality learning on display as well. And what I'm going to do is just tease out some key features of the room that I want to make you aware of. So, the first one is if you have a look at the tables, you'll notice that tables are organised into groups of 4. And that's because staff at Bannockburn Primary School are using the Kagan techniques or Kagan strategies to maximise pupil engagement in learning. And by having groups of 4 on tables, mixed ability groups as well, it's very easy to ensure that all children are engaging and participating. So one strategy that teachers will use is to use shoulder partners or face partners rather than talk partners per se, because that means that all children know exactly who they're talking with and to at any one time. So the structure of the classroom is predicated on tables with 4 chairs per table. The second thing I want to highlight is the reading area. So just having a look from here, you can see, first of all, it's stimulating. It's inviting. Books are all organised with key questions, with things to draw you in, and also links to the class topic. Next to the book corner, you can see we have what we call a topic table or an interactive resource table, which is really designed to, again, stimulate thinking around the topic and about how the learning environment promotes learning. Okay, lots of things that you want to touch and get hold of. And then I'm just going to pan back because that also extends around to this side of the classroom, where the reading corner is used to stimulate children's thinking around a book they've read. You've got opportunities for children to record their favourite book and explain why they like particular books. And also there's a display, again, that's linked to the topic, which I'm guessing is something around explorers or exploring sub-Saharan Africa or something along those lines, just looking at the display here. Okay, so that's the reading corner. Okay, I'll just now take you around to some of the other key features. So, for example, one thing that staff at Bannockburn School are very keen on is ensuring that working walls are used effectively, that working walls are not just wallpaper. So if you actually focus on the journey of the working wall, you've got examples of what makes a good description. You've got models of what that description might include. And then you've got the modelling of some of that, and the teacher will model that with the children so that children at all times have examples of quality before they begin their process of writing or recording or numeracy work. And here you go, here's an example of some modelled work that the children and staff together will have worked on. Linked to that, you can also see very clear steps to success and learning questions, and these are used as the focal point of the planning so that teachers teach to the success criteria alongside modelling it as well. Okay, I'll come back to this in a moment. There's another example I want to share with you. Here we have some display work I want to show you. This is year 5 and 6 work linked to their topic on Victorians from the autumn term. Just want to really highlight the point that actually the learning environment is promoting quality at all times, and we make sure that all children's work is celebrated, and children all have the opportunity to produce quality, but we also make sure that in the classroom learning environment, it's the thrill of seeing their high quality work on display that matters as much as any other kind of reward. So here's some ICT work linked to their topic as well on Victorians. Again, have a look at the shape of the display. Everything's double mounted, everything's on a neutral background so that the work speaks for itself. And I just pan round. Here's some literacy work, which is linked to a painting, which I think is called, beg your pardon, not a painting, it's linked to the text they were reading in the autumn term, which was, I think it was Oliver Twist. And here's some examples, some writing from that work. Again, high quality, focus on presentation, everything is double mounted. And also something we've introduced recently is getting the children to self-assess and peer assess each other's work so that that culture of assessment for learning is threaded through everything we do. Lastly, back to some artwork linked to the topic. This is around William Morris. Just want to show you the quality of the artwork so you get a flavour of it. And again, it's just something we aim for. And actually, if you have a look at this display, what's really good about it is it actually takes you through the processes of what the children did so that the learning journey is recorded as part of the display. And actually, what you won't be able to see from this is that this artwork is all around the school, and there are loads of examples of this really good quality stuff. Here we go again, children's peer assessing what they've done well. They've used particular colours, they've shaded carefully, but they've self-assessed and said that the pattern was completely symmetrical and flows, and the flowers are the same size. That's the even better if. A few more things to highlight.
Sorry.
First of all,
come in. I'm sorry.
The presentation expectations are on display. There we go. These are also on the inside covers of children's books. And also, just something to share with you, the school values are displayed so that everyone knows what they are. We've also got our school development plan targets on display, and also our kind of core, what do we think effective teaching at Bannockburn Primary School needs to include, as an aide-memoire and a reminder to staff about what we really are aiming for. Okay, nearly finished. Just want to show you one or two more examples. Here we have a science area that's displayed. Again, nothing too kind of flash, it's actually just making good use of space, but still lots of good examples of the modelling and the how to get there alongside the what makes good. So what makes a good conclusion within a science investigation? And very lastly, here's our numeracy working wall. Okay, you can see the common features running through. Now the learning question, the steps to success. And here we have children's post-it notes so that they're kind of giving their answers to the questions so that they're really involved in that kind of journey of sort of shared collaborative learning. And sometimes I've seen these post-it notes being sent home as homework, and they come in the next day with the answer to the learning question. So, there we go. That's my perfect primary classroom, and I hope that that's been interesting and useful. And I'll try and share some more examples in the coming days and weeks.